Hey guys, it's me, Simmering and Sims. After a long hiatus from Simmering and Sims, not The Sims though, I've been playing this whole time. I'm back with better content to share about The Sims. So I have a few series lined up for you guys, so stay tuned. So today I'm going to be sharing about my absolute most favorite must-have mods for The Sims. These are mods that I've been playing for at least the last 2 years, with the exception of new mods, which I'll be showing you in this video. So let's get started. As you can see here, that I do have some mods loaded here, but I'll walk you through them one by one. And this is the family that I've been playing for the last 2 years, and this is my personal legacy challenge. I might share this with you guys later on, but I might just keep this to myself because it's pretty deep in there. So let's just get started. So my number one favorite mod, and must-have mod is MC Command Center. I'm pretty sure everyone knows this, and I'll just share with you guys the reason why that is my favorite mod. So MC Command Center, it's kind of this, it's like the number one mod that everyone downloads first. It gives you control over each sim in the most insane way that you can possibly think of, basically control their entire life without having to play the household itself. So from just clicking on there, whenever you go click on a sim, you go to MC Command Center, and you can see that this is um, what is his name? How could I forget this? This is Tobias. So Tobias, he is an adult, and he's 3 days out of 24 days into being an elder. He has a spouse, which is very juicy, and it's not who he's dating and living with right now. He moved out, and he has two kids with his old spouse. Well, with his current spouse, he hasn't divorced her yet, and his career. And when you click in here, you get to go to modify a household right away and change how he looks. So say you see a townie and you don't like how they look, and you don't like their outfit because they're just being a townie, you can kind of change that up a little bit. And I do like sometimes when I see a guy and I kind of want to play him to be my Sims like husband or boyfriend, and I find him a little too young, I'll age them up. So I'll kind of take control there. I don't normally kill them. I must say that is not the reason for this, because I like kind of like a very heavily populated world, and I find that there's too little people in The Sims. I don't know if you guys think that too. And so I'm not going to go through an entire list here, but I'll share with you the reason why I love it. The reason why I love it is basically because I feel like The Sims worlds are completely underpopulated. So whenever I see a female Sim walking around, I would just go and click MC pregnancy and then start a pregnancy for her. And if I feel like there's not enough diversity, then I would add that with any partner. Or I have another, say, male sim from another game that I'm not playing right now, that I want him to have an offspring, but I don't want to go into the game, then I'll just do that and have him continue his genes there. And sometimes I do use a relationships cheat as well to speed things up. I would say that's pretty much all that I use. I don't really touch the career levels and skill levels because I feel like that defeats the purpose of kind of working hard and getting them up there. Unless it is for storytelling purposes, then I will kind of play with this a little bit. So this is pretty much it for MC Command Center. It's kind of a rabbit hole. It goes really deep. I think it's because he's a guy, but I'll show it to you as a girl. So this is his girlfriend, actually, Marie. And so if you go to MC Command Center, you can see she's a young adult. She has no spouses. So I would just see any townie walk by my house, and I would go boop, and start. And when you click that, it allows you to choose from a list of gene pool that you would like that to be. And so this is MC Command Center, and I think if you're going to download any mod, you kind of have to have this, and this just allows you to give you back control of with your storytelling, and if anything were to go wrong, it just allows you to do that and kind of cheat. My second favorite mod is the preschool mod. So she is already enrolled in preschool, and I don't think you can unenroll a kid in preschool. But when your sim becomes a toddler from a infant, you can click on her and sign up for preschool. When you do that, you're given the option between public school, homeschool, and private school. So I chose for her to go to private school. It costs $50 a day. Public preschool, it's free, and I've never tried homeschool actually because I feel like that would just be without the mod. But I will try that sometime and let you guys know how that is. And I think it's very necessary because it helps with the skills, and a toddler is just so much to deal with all the time. This just lets me focus on my other Sims while she goes to school, and she becomes a happy, and they earn the happy toddler trait, which I believe she has as well because she did go to school. So I think if they all get a level 3, oh yeah, you can see here she's in private school. I don't actually know if there's a difference between private school and public preschool in terms of like how much their skills increase per day. I believe it is a little bit better than public preschool, but I believe they get at least a 3 in everything. They will be marked a happy toddler, and if they have at least level 5 in everything, they will be something else. I can't remember, but I always try to aim for that. They'll just be faster in everything, all their homework and everything moving forward. So I think this is a must-have if you plan on playing families, and toddlers are just so hard to deal with. If they're not hungry, their hygiene levels are down, if their social needs are down. So it's good to just send them to school and get them working on their skills. And this brings me to my third favorite mod, which is the realistic childbirth mod. And that was released recently, I believe it was in a couple months ago. And I do not have a sim that is pregnant right now, but let me do that for you and I will insert it in. All right, guys, so here we are in Strangerville, and I'm going to show you how the realistic childbirth mod works. We have Megan here, and she is pregnant with her second child. She has bursted into labor. So when you realize your sim is pregnant, you can go to your phone here and call your obstetrician, and let's run that. So this allows you to choose your birthing option. You can choose surgery machine, which is what the default is, natural delivery, cesarean section, which is a C-section. So for this purpose, we are going to choose a C-section because the natural delivery can take days. It takes a very, very long time. You have to keep walking her around to see if she is dilated. And so I find that very time consuming, although it is very, very realistic. All right, let's go to the hospital here. And this fun part of the mod is that you can also, when you do choose your option, you can go to your partner and say, hey, I would like you to accompany me at the birth, which is very cute and very realistic as well. All right, here we are. So once we get to the hospital, you would find someone labeled obstetrician and ask for epidural. So if you chose the natural birth, then you would ask for dilation. But because we know what's going to happen here, and we've already chosen that, she just needs an epidural, and then she can go onto the surgery machine. So this just adds a lot of realism to the game. All right, let's see if we can get her. Oh, give birth. There we go. And she is on the table. Where is her husband? Come here, come here. Sometimes the partners do get lost, and you gotta get them to come here, and then they'll be placed on a chair. Oh, too late. All right, let's give him a name. Gage. I like that name. Well, it's too late because normally he would be sitting here and holding her hand, which is super cute. But this is a very cute animation that we didn't have before. And there's little IV fluids as well, which is so cute. The thing after this, though, is that after this mod, is also so realistic to the point where each sim give births through this mod, only if you do it through this mod, they will gain a good amount of weight that will take a few days to allow you to lose. You have to be patient with it. Um, it doesn't just come off right away. So this is the mod, and I think it's so necessary for a realistic gameplay. Okay, guys, now we're back to number 4. And with number 4, my favorite other mod that I kind of love playing sometimes is the base mental drugs mod. And this, coincidentally, this kid here, he lost both his parents. Well, his mom's still alive, but his parents got a divorce, and he got a stepmom, and then they died. His grandma died at the same time, and just really messy. So now that he became a teen, Taiku is going through a little rough phase where he is smoking cigarettes and he's vaping. So basically, what this mod does is allow for drugs. When you download that mod, you'll get this thing here where you can call and you can order from the head shop rolling papers. You can buy seeds so you can start planting weed and selling them. I don't think they're very like lucrative though. I've tried it, or maybe I'm just not good at it. But that is, I'm going to further explore that eventually. And there's bongs, and there's also cocaine. I don't know, I don't see it this time, but I did see it the other day. And one of my legacy sims was a heavy cocaine user as well, that he almost died, but I haven't got them to die yet from it. Oh no, you have to get cocaine from a dealer. So you can also easily click on any sim, and you can make them a uh, Okay, well, you can make a sim a drug dealer. So that's also something that they can get into. And I just love it because I feel like it just helps with storytelling so much. That every teen, especially with a weed, a joint, here or there, teens do that, and young adults do that, or anyone really does that. And then sometimes with the storyline, I would like, a heavy coke addict there. And going on to number 5, it's Woohoo Wellness Pregnancy Overhaul Mod. So I don't know. That gives you, I can't click on her because so for this mod here, it gives you these two options, the pregnancy and family and relationship wellness. So this allows for your sim to get STDs, many different kinds of STDs, which they call WTDs in here. They can have UTI, they have chlamydia, and many different things. It just adds to the gameplay and make it more realistic. So they need to be really safe when they do have a fun time, and they have to use condoms, or if they've done it without condoms, they would need an emergency birth control pill. And I just think it adds so much realism to it. Although I must say, sometimes it's really annoying because my married sim would randomly get a WTD and none of them have it. So it's like, where did she get it from? Um, and then on terms of the pregnancy and family, it allows for them to discuss an adoption, which is so cute. And right now there's Harvest Fest going on, so they can't do that. And also discuss allows for them to say get what's this called again? Artificial insemination, or she can even be a surrogate for someone else, which is just so cute. Oh, this is IVF in real life. And it allows her to earn money as well if she becomes a surrogate mother, and basically she never has to take care of the baby. However, I think the bad thing about that, I've had one of my struggling moms do that before. One of the bad things about that is that the baby is under the baby is under her family tree. And so if she has any real kids that she decides to keep in the home, and that with her real family, and that you end up playing them, they are going to have a million siblings die, and it's going to be very sad for them, and they're going to be depressed all the time. So I wish they could, the moment she gives the baby to the family that she was doing the surrogacy for, that they just detach all ties there. That would be much better. And it allows them to define their wish as well. I usually do let fate and time decide because that's just more realistic gameplay there. So that's pretty much this mod, and I think it's a must-have if you're playing families, or not families even, because it's just real if you want realistic gameplay. And my last and final favorite mod, must-have mod, is the Carl difficulty mod. So this doesn't seem like it does much really, but it does add something to it. So Carl difficulty, which is he's another YouTuber, and he created this mod to make The Sims a little bit more realistic and harder. You can choose how hard you want the career advancement to be and how realistic the bills to be, as well as relationship and how easy it is to have money and how it easy. So if you say for the emotions to be easy, then they'll more when someone passes away, a loved one passes away, they'll be sad for 2 days. I'm just giving an example as to hard, what might be like 12 days. I just don't toggle with it. I think I made emotions medium or easy because I can't deal with the sim just being so depressed for the entire year. Um, and that's also one reason I decided to have my Sims have less children because it just got so depressing when their siblings and uncles and aunts passed away. So that's it for today, guys. These are my favorite realistic gameplay mods. And just stay tuned. I have a lot of fun content coming up and a few series as well. I'll be doing more mods as well and diving deeper into each one of them.